Hey guys, welcome back for another Showdown Live in the OU tier. Today we're going to be using a Rain team, simply named Rain, as you can see. We're going to be using pretty uncommon Pokemon in the OU Rain team. Normally you see Mega Swampert and you see it paired with things that otherwise wouldn't go on a Rain team, but we're going full out Rain. We're packing Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn does really good in the Rain, obviously. That's been the case since Gen 5. So does Scizor. We're actually using Mega-Scizor, which is a great setup sweeper for things that Kingdra and that Kabutops otherwise can't take down. And you'll see what I mean when we get into a battle, which we will do right away. So we'll just hop into one here. I really like this team. I'm going to be trying to get some points back. I went on tilt a little bit, so I went down into the mid-1600s, which is not where I want to be, really. So we're just going to try to fix that. And as you can see here, we have... That seems like a Charizard Y, so this is going to be a weather battle right here. We have Sand plus Charizard Y. I think he's dual weather, actually. That's a really cool team. I like that. So I think what we're going to do here is lead with... Kingdra seems like the most viable option. Then again, Politoed gets Rain Up last, so that's not bad either. I'm going to lead Politoed just to get the Rain Up. Obviously, he can go for a Solar Beam right here. I'm actually going to go into Ferrothorn on the Solar Beam. Really hoping this is Y, which it is. So he's going to go for a Solar Beam right here. He's going to hit Ferrothorn for no damage, and we will double right back out into Politoed to get back up the Rain. He can go into Hippo, obviously, to get the Sand up, but he will switch out first, so we'll get our Rain Up guaranteed. I hate that he has two weather starters. It's really going to be a little tough to get Rain Up and keep it up, so I think I'm going to have to put on a little bit of pressure with Tornadus. Definitely, it seems like. Let's see what he does with his Charizard Y. He's just going to fire off a Fire Blast. It's not going to do much at all, as you can see. It only does 10%. And now what we can do is fire off. I can either go for a Toxic here, predicting his Volcanion to want to come in, which is I think what I'm going to do, actually. I have no good switches to Volcanion. This team was made before Volcanion came into the game, so I'm just going to fire off a Toxic. We'll see where it takes us. Hopefully he does go Volcanion so we can weaken that thing slightly. I still have no Steam Eruption switch-ins though, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, but we'll see. As he actually chooses to go Hippo, so that's good. We're going to wear that down as well. Going to be taking a little bit of damage from the Sand, obviously, and he can get up rocks here. What I'm actually going to do is just Scald this thing. I just want to weaken it. He goes back in his Charizard Y. He's going to let it take a little bit of damage. Last time I switched into Ferrothorn, so what I'm actually going to do here is just Encore, I think, or else he's going to start getting things really whittled down. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Encore and really hope he doesn't go for Solar Beam here. If not, we lose our Rain, and it's going to be, once again, very difficult. We still have Kabutops, though, and Kabutops puts in a lot of work against this team between Aqua Jetting and Stone Edging and stuff like that. So even if we lose our Rain, we're not too bad. I'm just really scared of this Sun right now. And, of course, the Sand, because Excadrill does outspeed everything in the Sand, including Tornadus, so be a little bit of a hamper, but he's just going to go for Solar Beam, so that is going to not knock us out, actually, and we're going to Encore him into that. I'm going to switch out into Ferrothorn here. Hopefully he doesn't predict that and go into his Volcanion. That would be a bummer, and he does. And he's an Air Balloon, actually, so this isn't as threatening as it otherwise would be. What I'm actually going to do here is Kingdra actually quad resists both of this thing's stabs, so I'm pretty safe to go into Kingdra here. Then what do I do, though? Do I fire off a Water move, predicting his Clefable to come in? I have to evaluate here. This is Life Orb Tornadus, by the way, so I can't just switch it into this thing's moves. I am going to go Kingdra here. Against all odds, that's not really what I want to do, but because obviously he can just switch into Clef on the Draco. Fire Blast is going to do 26%. That's in the Sun, so that's not too bad. It's quad resisted, so I don't think he's going to want to take a Draco here. We are 263 speed to outspeed 262's base 70s, so. What do I want to do here? Kind of just want to go for Hydro Pump, predicting him to switch out on the Draco, which is exactly what I'm going to do. As he chooses to go Clefable, which is great. This is in the Sun, though, so it's not going to do too much. Now it's going to be doing a little bit more, so not too bad. I kind of just want to go... Would he have Flamethrower on this? No, he wouldn't have 3 Fire-type attack users. Just going to go into... Or do I just fire off another Hydro here? It's going to be doing a lot more this time. Going to be doing like 50, but I don't really want this thing parried, so I'm going to go into Pharaoh here. As he does go for a Wish, which he can pass into his Charizard or his Volcanion. But now I'm going to get up rocks because these things are really annoying, so we're just going to get those up. And now we're going to Leech Seed, because he can't really touch me other than having Flamethrower, which I don't think he does. So there's the Leech Seed. I'm going to double Leech Seed. Obviously, it doesn't do anything to him right now. But if I do get it off on something like Charizard, we can hit Post Rock. So here we go. We'll see if we can get this off. And we do through the Para. That's great. He's going to get his health back. But I'm pretty free to switch into Politoed here pretty much every time. He could go Excadrill, but it's not really an issue. Let's see what he chooses to go for. He goes for Fire Blast. That's great. Doesn't do nearly enough. And we're going to get some Leech Seed back, which is awesome. And now what we can do is I can either fire off an Ice Beam here, or I can go back into Ferrothorn, which isn't a terrible play. Or I can just Scald. But I don't want his Volcanion coming in for free. So I'm actually just going to Toxic here as his Clef comes in. Not a big deal. Well, with this thing we want to go for a Moonblast, right? How do we keep his Excadrill out? Because that's more than likely what he's going to go into now to get a spin-off, because he can't go into his Charizard directly anymore. Because it's going to take a lot of Rocks damage, so... let's see. I'm actually going to go Torn here, as he goes for a Wish, which is exactly what I was hoping for. And, we're just going to fire off a Hurricane and try to confuse this thing, see if we get it off. We do not, and he's going to Thunder Wave us. A little annoying, but I have to deal with that. You can just spam Wish now, but I can just keep going for Hurricane. He's got Calm Mind, though. He's the Calm Mind set. I'm going to have to get out of here at some point. Probably just go into Kingdra now, because Hydro Pump does nuke this thing. And I can predict his Volcanion to come in. I don't really need to do that, though. Let's just go Kingdra. Let's hope he doesn't fire off a Moonblast. That would suck, but we'll see. And he goes for the Moonblast, so that's going to be Kingdra down. However, we can now go into Kabutops, and he does not have a good switch to this thing. And yeah, I think I'm just going to fire off a Waterfall here, attempt to flinch. If he gets the... I think Waterfall takes him out in the rain, doesn't it? No, it does not. Okay. Well, we can Aqua Jet. We can always Aqua Jet. He should predict that and go into Volcanion. Alternatively, I have 3 things paralyzed right now. This isn't going exactly how I wanted it to, but Scizor still cleans up. Takes hits from Excadrill quite nicely. I think we are defensive. Yeah, we're a mixed defensive and offensive, so Scizor can definitely clean up the game. So I'm not too scared of Clef. What I am scared of is Volcanion, as it can take out pretty much everything. I'm just going to Aqua Jet here, and his Clef is going to go down. So that's a big thing out of the way. Of course, Scizor could have handled that, but we'll work with it from here. So his Hippo chooses to come in, which is perfectly fine, as I am just going to... do I want to switch into Ferrothorn here? He's going to Earthquake me, but I don't think it takes me out, not from a Hippowdon. It's got pretty high attack, but I got pretty high defense too. So we'll just go for Waterfall as he goes for Stealth Rock. We get paralyzed there, which is a little unfortunate. But we're not taking... Again, I think I can still take him out with a Waterfall. He's taking toxic damage from Politoed, so... I'm just going to fire off another one. Earthquake actually does take us out, okay. But now I can set up with Scizor if I want to. And do we outspeed Volcanion? I don't know. No, we are offensive. So, we're not... yeah, we are offensive. Are we? No, we have no speed investment. I don't believe so. This is a standard Scizor with no speed, so... It might be a little bit tough. His Volcanion comes in at 75. That's still not enough. Can't really take out Tornadus though in the rain. Well, it can with a Steam Eruption. Can't take out Ferrothorn, I don't think. Maybe with a Fire Blast. We'll see. It's going to be difficult this game. I know that much. I can just Swords Dance on this thing. Hopefully he'll let me. We'll see, but hopefully he doesn't go directly into Volcanion. That would be bad. If he goes into Charizard, I have to Bullet Punch, and then I have to go directly into Politoed to get back up my rain and just leave it there. As he is going to let me SD. That's great. And he's going to go for a Whirlwind, so not so great. Alright, well, in comes Politoed. We can now Scald pretty freely, other than, of course, the Volcanion. This is a really good core, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do about this team, but alternatively, I could Encore him into Whirlwind. But then Rocks are going to take me out afterwards, so we'll just Scald. We'll just Scald. And sorry if there's a little bit of noise. Obviously, switching to Volcanion there. So I don't think we really have a way to win with everything paralyzed. Unfortunately, I let everything get paralyzed, so we're just going to forfeit that one. Unfortunately, we're trying to get points back, but that didn't happen. We should be pretty good to get another game quickly, but I will just pause it until we get one. Alright, so we got one, guys, and we got Dr. Frog that joined over here. If you don't know Dr. Frog, I don't really know him either. I just know I've heard mentions of him, but luckily we don't have a Sun/Sand team this time, so we'll do a little bit better, hopefully. I'm going to lead with Tornadus because the obvious lead is a Zelf. We'll be able to get a U-turn off on this thing. Very big U-turn. It's coming off of a Life Orb, so it's going to do nearly enough to knock him out. Obviously, he can go for the Stealth Rocks here, so I'm just going to go straight into Scizor. And we don't have defog on this thing, do we? No, our Rapid Spinner is Kabutops. So I'm pretty free to fire off a Bullet Punch here. Alternatively, I don't really want him to go into Volcarona, but this is a Suicide lead, so I don't see him keeping this, as he does not, and we will get the Bullet Punch off right there. And now we have to deal with other Pokemon. Obviously, Volcarona can come in for free here, but in the rain, Volcarona doesn't do too well, especially that Kabutops' priority Aqua Jet pretty much takes it out from almost full, so followed up by a Bullet Punch should be good. Definitely want to keep Scizor around, specifically, well, I mean, he could have Fire Punch on the Dragonite. I don't really need to. I think I'd actually rather get off damage on anything, so if he does go Volcarona, then I'm just going to knock it off, just in case it's carrying a Pasho Berry, which it could be, which would allow it to live Kabutops' Aqua Jet even in the rain. So I am just going to knock off here as he is going to Quiver. We're going to get a little bit of damage off here, see what kind of item he was holding, which is a Lumberry, so not too bad. As now, what I can do is, do I want to sack this? We already said this wasn't too good this game, so I'm just going to get off some Bullet Punch damage. Hopefully he's not a Roost variant. That would suck. But then in that case, he's probably not carrying Giga Drain, so Politoed can definitely live any one hit. And we'll see what he wants to do here. I'm going to start the timer on him, and we'll get off a good amount of damage there. As he is going to Fire Blast us, that's perfectly fine. As now what I can do is go Politoed. And Scald in the Rain from Politoed should still take him out at +1. So we will just fire one off. Alternatively, he didn't go for Roost, so now we think he is Giga Drain, right? And I can't really switch in Kingdra, can I? I mean, it's a neutral hit. And I'll still take him out. We should be faster than him. Kind of want to calculate that at the same time I don't. We will... Yeah, we'll double into Kingdra, I think. Yeah, that's the play. I don't really have any other play. And he is going to go for the Giga Drain. That's great. It's going to do a lot of damage, but of course we are faster than him, or so we think. Let's go for the Surf. Hopefully we are. And we are, and we take him out, so that's good. And now we have a couple of other threats to deal with. I would have really liked to get up rocks sooner, but because of the way he led and what he went into after, I couldn't really do that. So he is going to go Dragonite, though, which is interesting. Even if he has Fire Punch at +1, it doesn't take me out, so I'm pretty safe to go Ferrothorn here. And he's just going to DD up, which is fine. We're just going to... I'm actually just going to Leech Seed this thing because I want to put it in range of Stone Edge from Kabutops. I want to break its scale, and it could be Lumberry, so Thunder Waving is not the play. Definitely just going to Leech Seed him. And now we're going to Thunder Wave. Actually, hold on a second. I want to get up rocks before anything else. He could be Roost once again. Everything on his team could be Roost apparently, but that doesn't really matter. As long as he's taking Leech Seed damage, I don't care. Fire Punch, I think, still does not take us out because we are still in the rain. As it does not, there we go. He's going to take a little bit of damage, and we are going to get up rocks, which is going to be great for Pinsir and great for Thundurus. I think his Thundurus is Scarfed. I'm pretty sure I know this team. Let's see here. Would he be max speed? I don't think I can really risk that, though, regardless. Kabutops outspeeds you, right? No, not necessarily. Let's see. He goes for another Fire Punch, and I go into Politoed. I'm good, right? I cover off the damage, and then I can go for an Ice Beam. I do take rocks, though, upon switching. I don't want Politoed to die either. What don't I need? I guess I don't need Kingdra because he has 2 forms of priority. 3 if you count Dragonite, but it's in already. So yeah, let's just go Kingdra. Pretty safe to sack that, and Fire Punch will definitely not take me out, as we see there. And if he is an Adamant variant and not a Jolly variant, we will be able to take him out here with the Ice Beam. I am just going to go for Ice Beam. I don't want to risk missing Draco Meteor. And we'll see. He does go for Extreme Speed, so that's perfectly fine. As now what we can do is... I didn't want Politoed to get weakened before, but now it doesn't matter. Well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Tornadus, let it take the rocks damage, and I'm going to double in a Ferrothorn because I'm expecting an E-Speed to come off here. And then we'll go into Politoed. We just need to weaken this thing and put it in range of Aqua Jet, basically. That's all we need to do. And then Kabutops can pretty much clean up the game from there. And also, my Tornadus, if you might have noticed, is carrying Superpower, so we will be able to hit the Bisharp for quad-effective damage. And yeah, that should be pretty much the game. I could still lose this, but it's looking decent. I let his Dragonite get up to +2/+2, but I'm pretty sure it was Lumberry, guys. So I didn't see a reason to Thunder Wave it. We'll see what he wants to do here. Hopefully he doesn't predict the Ferrothorn and go for Fire Punch. That would be unfortunate. He shouldn't, because he should know that Fire Punch doesn't take out Tornadus in the rain, even at +2, so we'll see what he wants to do. We're going to start the timer. I didn't realize that wasn't started yet, and I'm just going to pause it until he makes a move. And he made a move almost immediately, so he goes for Dragon Claw. That's great. We can live that. He's going to take the Rocky, not Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin. And now if he wants to hit me again, he's going to take even more damage. I am going to predict a Fire Punch here, and I am going to go into Politoed. Even if he doesn't go for it, I think he's in range of Aqua Jet in the rain now from our Kabutops, so I am going to go Politoed. He does go for Dragon Claw again. Great play on his part. But we are Damp Rock, so we are going to have the rain up for quite a few turns. And I'm just going to go into Kabutops here and fire off an Aqua Jet. He should go for the Extreme Speed here to weaken me and put me in range of Sucker Punch. As he does, we are going to get off the Aqua Jet, and it didn't kill, which means we got some health back from the Leech Seed, which is even better. So now he has a tough decision to make. He actually chooses to go Bisharp. I'm pretty sure he's just going to Sucker Punch here, so I'm going to go out into Ferrothorn, I think. Does Quick Attack kill me from Pinsir at 32? I don't think so, so I'm going to go Pharaoh, as he is going to just go for the Sucker Punch. That's great. We are going to... I don't think he's Lum on this. I think he was Lum Dragonite, so I'm going to Thunder Wave this. He chooses to knock off, which is awesome. He is Life Orb, actually. That's okay. So he can still take us out with a... Actually, I have to run a calc really quickly. Kabutops. Can you... Oh, you physical attacker. Against Bisharp. Life Orb. So that would be Swords Dance. Can you take him out with a Aqua Jet in the rain? Because Bisharp is pretty frail. We are Life Orb, we are Adamant, and I don't think you can. No, you cannot. Okay. So we kind of have to play off of Tornadus here. Alternatively, I could switch here, but there's no point. I'm just going to go for Superpower and really hope Sucker Punch doesn't take us out. It should, though, because we are Life Orb, so we're not AV. We have no HP investment, and the physical defense is really low. So I don't know. Hopefully, he predicts a Heat Wave here, which wouldn't kill him in the rain, and he lets himself go down, because then Kabutops can still take this game. So we'll see. He actually switches out, which is not bad at all, because he's going to take rocks coming back in. If he is Scarfed, he will be able to outspeed us here. I still have enough rain turns, though. But I think Quick Attack is going to get to the point where it can kill us. So I'm going to have to Hurricane here. It is resisted, but it's my best move to hit him. Heat Wave doesn't do much in the rain, and U-Turn is resisted as well. So Hurricane it is. And we'll see if he's Scarfed. He should be. I believe I do know this team. So quite a strong team. I'm taking another L for this episode, which is not what I want to do, but I find myself a lot more calm while I'm recording than when I'm playing on my own, so I'll take it anyway. Maybe I have to update this rain team. Probably the best thing to do. Video might be a little longer than I expected. But, this guy's taking quite a while to make his moves. I'm just going to pause it again, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, so he wasn't Scarfed, and we did get off the Hurricane on him, and it did knock him out, so that's awesome. Obviously, he would go for Sucker Punch here, right? So, do I play around that and go straight into Kabutops? And then Aqua Jet him? The thing is, my Aqua Jet is still faster than his Sucker Punch right now. So he would have to go for Sucker Punch, and then it wouldn't do anything, because I'd still be faster than him. And I can outplay his Sucker Punches, so I'm just going to go straight into Kabutops, as he does go for Sucker Punch. And I'm just going to Aqua Jet, because it is quicker, so... regardless. And I think I take a Quick Attack from Pinsir with Tornadus. I have to calc it, but Pinsir, Mega Pinsir, OU Swords Dance versus Tornadus. Tornadus T will do blank set because it doesn't have any HP investment. Actually, we are negative defense. Oh, that's not good. How much does quick attack do? Oh, it doesn't do that much, actually. It doesn't do that much at all. So even if we're negative defense, I don't think it takes us out after rocks. So he has to make a decision here, whether he wants to switch out again. Does Bisharp's, if quick attack from Pinsir doesn't take me out, does Bisharp Sucker Punch take me out? Sucker Punch does 66 to 78, so it's a roll, even with Life Orb. That's if he's Jolly, which he should be. He actually chooses, yeah, he goes for Sucker Punch. That's awesome. Now, I think we have to outplay his Sucker Punches here. We have to switch constantly. I mean, I'm going to take a lot of rocks damage. It's not going to work out for me. So, alternatively, I could keep my Kabutops and try to crit him with Aqua Jet. No, I'm just going to Aqua Jet. Oh, wow. Okay. He chose not to go for Sucker Punch, unless he was adamant. I mean, which is also a possibility, but I doubt it. On the Pinsir, I have to Stone Edge. I can't click Aqua Jet because if he Swords Dances, then I definitely lose. Actually, come to think of it, hold on. I just want to rerun that calc with Pinsir really quickly. With our nature, what nature are we? Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Where's my rain team? There it is. We are Hasty. Okay, where are you, Hasty? Sorry, that was my channel. This is Hardy, this is not Hasty, there's Hasty. Quick attack does this much, so it still shouldn't kill us. It still should not kill us. So, yeah, just have to Stone Edge once again because I can't allow him to go for the... This calc is correct, right? What's going on here? I feel like it would do a lot more. This is a Jolly. What if he's adamant? Does it take us out? I mean, I guess we're going to find out anyway, right? It does 56 max. What's my best move to hit him with? Let's say we are... How much special attack do we have? We have 296. So I believe we have 160 here. Yes, we do. We're going to calc for Heat Wave, which does 63 to 81. And we're going to calc for Hurricane. Hurricane obviously kills, as it does 119 min. Oh, hold on a second. I didn't put a Life Orb on. Life Orb. Life Orb Heat Wave does take him out, so that's what I'm going to go for because it's my most accurate move. He goes for Quick Attack. It does not take us out, and we are going to pick up the win on that one. Whew, that one was close. Okay. I played that one a little bit risky around the Dragonite. I think I might have just had to T-Wave it twice, honestly, but I did want to break its scale. So luckily we pick up the win on that one. I'm going to have to get another game here. We're going to be a little bit higher than the amount of time that I want to be for our videos, but hopefully we'll make this one quick and not losing. So he does not have a good Kingdra switch on his whole team. So this is the game plan, guys. Politoed, Kingdra, Politoed, Kingdra. That's what it's going to be. Unburdened Hawlucha does outspeed my Kingdra, but I have two forms of priority on my team which can take out Hawlucha, and my Scizor is defensive, so it can definitely take it on. Just gonna have to get rid of that Heatran, which obviously this team does not struggle with. What should I predict here? He's probably gonna predict my Politoed to lead, so I'm just gonna lead Tornadus, as he actually leads with Landorus. I do not want this thing to be scarfed, and I don't really mind him getting up rock, so I'm just gonna go straight into Ferrothorn. If he U-turns, he's gonna take the damage. He goes straight for Stone Edge, which tells me he's more than likely scarfed, and I kind of don't want to give him a free switch into Keldeo either, because Keldeo does murk my team. Because we are not, once again, Sylvester Tornadus, but at the same time, I could probably just T-Wave something, honestly. Slowing something down would not be bad at all. And, no, he's not scarfed. Okay, so he just went for Stone Edge straight off the bat. I guess he's Rocky Helmet, and he was hoping I would take the Rocky Helmet hit from the U-turn, so he didn't mind going for Stone Edge. But that's okay, we can get up our rocks now, as he is a Swords Dance variant, so he's probably Swords Dance. No, he's just simply Swords Dance. We'll go for Leech Seed here. He can go for Earthquake, that's perfectly fine. I kind of don't predict him to go for another Earthquake because I could just switch out into Tornadus. So I'm just going to Power Whip actually here. But he does, and he crits us, so that's unfortunate. But he should be fast. He should be faster than my Kingdra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Politoed, and I'm going to double into Tornadus because he's probably not going to Stone Edge. He more than likely will Earthquake because he doesn't want to miss. Actually does Stone Edge. Okay, so that's a really good play on his part. But once again, we just said that Kingdra comes in and just clicks Surf on everything. And this is one of the things that clicks Surf on, guys. Kingdra should be able to clean up this game for us. I do need to weaken the Keldeo and the Sceptile a little bit. Obviously, the Sceptile is more than likely going to come in here, as you see. And Scizor is the obvious switch. We are, like I said before, bulky, so we should be able to take any one hit, no problem. Especially a Leaf Storm, as he actually chooses to double into Keldeo, which is a very good play on his part. And I don't really want to get my Kingdra weakened. I don't want to go to the Politoed here. Ooh. So I just let Scizor go down. Then I lose all switches to Sceptile. That's the only problem. I'm letting my team get very worn down here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to knock off here. He is just going to go for a Hydro Pump, and he actually misses, which is in our favor. What did I knock off? His choice specs? Okay, cool. I think he's still going to go for a Hydro Pump here, so I'm just going to switch out into Kingdra directly, and then I'm going to fire off a very, very, very big Draco Meteor. Coming from Specs Kingdra is pretty insane. Let's see what he chooses to do here. If he actually Secret Swords, that's a really good play on his part, but he's no longer Specs, so it's not too bad. He would have taken out our Scizor there, but, I mean, such is Hydro Pump, a move that misses. That actually does 24 in the rain, so that's quite a bit. I could Surf here, but because I'm really expecting Heatran to want to come in, but at the same time, it does not take Draco Meteor very well, despite being a resist. So we will just Draco, and we are going to knock out the Keldeo. So Kingdra lives to see another day. We still have our 2 Rain Sweepers, so we're not done this game yet, guys. He's more than likely going to double into Heatran here, predicting my Scizor. I mean, he's just letting his Sceptile getting weakened. It's going to put it into range of 2 Surfs, so I don't mind this at all. He's going to Mega Evolve this time. He's going to go for Focus Blast. It's going to do a bit, not too much, and I can actually just roost off the damage here if he chooses to go into Heatran. Actually, that one gets a higher roll, so he knocks us out there. A little unfortunate because now I actually have to sack Politoed. Do I? Or do I just go into Kabutops here? Or do I need the... Well, Kingdra's weak, so I don't want to put it in range of Weavile's Ice Shard. That's the problem. So I think we're going to have to do with what we have here. And just dodge the Leaf Storm, I guess? Let's go for... actually, he's Giga Drain. Wow, he's Giga Drain. We take him out with an Ice Beam. Politoed lives. Sceptile's gone, guys! Alright, so I think we got this one. He's going to go Weavile. He's probably going to knock me off here. Now, once again, I can choose to either keep this or... I mean, doesn't Kabutops just win? I want to see how much it does to a defensive Heatran. Hold on. I know I'm running a lot of Calcs. I always run a lot of Calcs. What am I talking about? Let's say OU Specially Defensive Heatran, which has obviously some investment in its HP, versus Kabutops. Kabutops, OU Physical Attacker once again. Waterfall in the Rain is a guaranteed knockout. I want to see what it does to Hawlucha. Just took off the Rain, gonna have to put it back there. Rain, Waterfall does a tremendous amount, and to Weavile, I want to see how much Aqua Jet does. Weavile, All-Out Attacker. Aqua Jet does 61 to 76, which it will be at after its Life Orb hit. So we are just going to Scald, let him pursue me, no problem. Going to go into Kabutops and finish off the game here with Waterfalls. So on this thing, I can Aqua Jet, obviously. I still have 5 to 6 turns of Rain. I think it's 6. So this should pretty much be game. No, I mean, he could be Scarfed Hawlucha. That's like the one instance where actually Aqua Jet takes out Heatran straight away in the Rain. That's crazy. This thing is insane. So I think we pretty much chalked this one up as a win. He did a very good job doubling quite a few times, but I think that's pretty much just going to be it. I'm just going to Aqua Jet here, obviously. If he's just trying to kill my Rain, it's not going to work. We're going to kill the Weavile. And then, as we said before, Waterfall in the Rain will be able to kill Hawlucha, so we'll just drop a GG right away, as he does as well. And Waterfall is going to pick up the last kill. So we were able to pick up 2 wins in that in this episode. I really thought I was going to lose that second game. Luckily, we pulled through with Tornadus. I didn't think it only took about 50% from Pinsir's quick attack, but I'm just going to let this kill finish here. And thanks again for watching, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more, of course. And as always, thank you for watching. Just going to leave you off on some goodbye music here, as He's not going for his move. Just wait it out, and there we go. All right, so thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Ciao.